So yeah, Fred for Jalen Suggs.
Would
Apparently,
would you kick in more though?
Okay, where are we at with Jalen Suggs? I understand that. Look,
if they were willing to give you Jalen Suggs for Fred today, like absolutely, he's 21 years old. He was just a number 5 pick. He aligns perfectly with Scotty's timeline and skill set wise. Like if you turn Jalen Suggs into what we thought Jalen Suggs would be, he's dealt with a lot of injuries. Okay. I think that probably has at least something to do with how little traction he's gained offensively. You've seen some improvements in things like assist to turnover ratio. So maybe he's figuring it out a little bit more. But right now, I mean, the issue with him is he has not been able to shoot in the NBA, and that was like the skill that was supposed to be there.
He's shooting 24% from 3 in his career. So far. I mean, I was only like 2 seasons right now.
It's still 300 attempts. Like it's not a death knell number, but it's not.
And I get it. Like obviously there's probably, as a point guard, it has to do. You probably have to like pull up for threes or create threes, take end of the clock threes. Yeah. You know, it's not the same as a guy catching and shooting in the corner. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, all right, so there's that aspect of it. Defensively, I like him, right? There's clearly like a defensive capability there. But yeah, I don't know, man. Is it a slam dunk for you that you would do this trade?
Yeah, I think so. Like
Toronto,
like the rookie scale deal is not super cheap for a number 5 pick, but like his next 2 years are total $16.3 million. That's that's cheaper than Chris Boucher. That's like what you were paying, Kem this year plus a little bit. Like that's not a prohibitive contract, and then you'd have RFA rights on him if things work out. And yeah, look, that's a commitment to building around the Scotty timeline for sure, because then you have two guys that you're building around. I think it makes you worse for the rest of this year. So you lottery wise, maybe you're a little better off. I just think, like it's effectively the Tampa tank then got you 2 high lottery picks for Fred. I don't know. That's a poor way of framing it, but I just think if you are even considering hey, let's look at things on Scotty's timeline instead of the right now timeline, getting the guy you were choosing who to draft between with him is not only funny, but like there's a reason every draft person thought Jalen Suggs was like if not the upside guy in the top 5, like this guy's going to be an NBA player guy. I don't think that has I don't think this year and a half of he hasn't even played a full year of basketball because of the injuries and stuff.
Okay.
I don't think it's turned you off of it enough to think that he's not a big asset. Now, the note from Matt Moore that you'd have to kick back more in.
Yeah.
Like I'm not throwing in unprotected firsts to get that done or anything.
Well, I think from Orlando's perspective, can't they just say like, well, we don't have to do anything to get Fred. We can just sign him off outright in the offseason.
Yeah. Orlando would be a really tough team to negotiate with because they have like nothing on the books for next year. Like Isaac's deal is only half guaranteed. Fultz's deal is only guaranteed for $2 million. Gary Harris's deal is fully not guaranteed. Mo Bamba's deal is fully not guaranteed. So you're talking about like they got Paolo and Wendell Carter and Jalen Suggs and Franz Wagner on the books. Like that's it. So why would you if you're them?
No, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know. For me, maybe it's just because of what happened last season, and obviously there was such a big point of debate, obviously at the 4th pick, right? Because 1, 2, 3 was going to be what they were going to be. Houston was locked into Jalen Green. Evan Mobley was never going to slip past Cleveland at 3. And Cade Cunningham seemed like the prohibitive number 1 overall pick. So the real debate was who at that time would you were going to pick between Scotty or Suggs. And I think that led to a whole season-long conversation between Raptor fans and Magic fans about who's better. And obviously last year, there was no doubt Scotty was way better.
And this year, there's been no doubt.
This year, there's also no doubt. There's that he's way better. So
now the conversation is like, is Franz Wagner the guy we should be having that conversation about?
Right, and Franz is having a really, really good year. I really enjoy watching him, right? And so Orlando's probably happy with that draft just because they got Franz. So I don't know if that conversation is informing my view of Suggs right now, but I'm leery of this type of player at this point. And whatever, at the time of the draft, when you were hearing from the draft experts, because obviously I don't watch college basketball, it sounded really good. But when I'm looking at it now, I'm like, the archetype of this style of player, there's a real chance that it could be something much lower than what his potential was said to be, which is the case for everybody. But would it surprise you if 5 years from now he had like an Elfrid Payton type of trajectory?
Not entirely. I still maintain. So part of the reason that there was optimism in his shooting, despite only shooting 34% in college, is that he was a tough shot maker, right? So similar to what we just said with Cam Thomas, like if you can make the difficult ones and you have to self-create a ton and you're okay efficiency on those, logically, once you're in an NBA offense and the defense is harder, but the shot diet might get a little easier. Like we should be able to project that forward a little bit. So I still think I'd maintain a little bit of optimism there. And then the fact that he's a good defender already, I think just solidifies like a little bit higher of a floor. Like, yeah, offensively, I don't know, I guess.
But how many guards in the league succeed without shooting?
Yeah, like I guess Dennis Smith Jr. and Frankie Smokes are like around still.
I'm just saying,
but not often.
Those are like within the range of possibilities. I'm not saying that's what Jalen Suggs is going to turn into be, because really I don't want to be that down on a 21-year-old. But like at the same time, it's like I need to see some of that potential, especially from a smaller guard, because he's not really going to play anything other than point. He's not going to play shooting guard without a shot, and there's just not a lot of guys out there. Like I would look for something. I would definitely look for shooting in return if I'm moving Fred. Right. I just don't want to see the Raptors going forward after this trade deadline or next season without shooting the roster. It's already so painful.
So